Balita ako, gusto mo na daw mag-retire kasi ayaw mo na magtrabaho kasi tinatamad ka na at napapagod ka na. Now, ang tanong, magkano ba ang kailangan mo para mabuhay ka pa din comfortably, makapaggala-gala, makapag-travel nang hindi na nagtatrabaho? And believe me or not, if sundan mo tong mga principles na to, kayang-kaya mo yan. I-drawing natin yan. Welcome to the Whiteboard and we are back. And today, papag-usapan natin magkano ba talaga ang kailangan mo bago ka makapag-retire. Now, imagine this bata ka pa ngayon pero eventually, I'm sure, tatanda ka din. There's like a lot of old people out there. And if old people ka na ngayon, wag ka mag-alala kasi actually hindi ko alam. Pero kung bata ka, good thing na napanood mo tong video na to para kung medyo tumanda ka na, may kikitain ka pa din. Now, normally kasi sa culture natin dito sa Philippines is umaasa lang tayo sa SSS when it comes to our retirement. And ang daming Pilipino na yan lang talaga ang kanilang retirement fund. Now, there's a problem with this. Sobrang liit ng ibibigay na pension ng SSS. Check this out Pagka yung minimum lang yung binayaran mo for 10 years, ang monthly pension mo is 2,200. Number 1, baka wala ka pating kuryente niyan. Number 2, baka wala kang tubig at wala ka pang bayad ng rent. Sobrang liit niyan, hindi ka pa makakakain dyan. Now, if 30 years naman yung binayaran mo, tapos yung maximum cap yung binayaran mo, 22,000 per month yung makukuha mong pension. Okay, livable, pero again, you spent 30 years paying the maximum. Honestly, it's not that good. But I'm not saying na masama tong SSS I suggest na mag-SSS ka pa din while you're working. Pero treat SSS as the worst case scenario. If hindi gumana lahat ng investments mo, hindi gumana yung businesses mo, at mawala lahat ng ari-arian mo, at least may fallback ka sa SSS. But that's not the only thing na kailangan mo dapat bago ka mag-retire. Now, ano ba yung magic number when it comes to retirement? That question goes back to you. Magkano ba ang gusto mo per month pagka mag-retire ka? But before that, these are the two platforms that I suggest you do. Pag-ibig MP2 and any platform that will allow you to invest in the S&P 500. May it be GoTrade, Dragonfly, or IBKR, wala akong pakialam. As long as you can invest in the S&P 500. In this video, we'll be focusing on GoTrade, not sponsored, pero ito lang kasi talaga yung pinakamadali gamitin in my opinion for the regular person. Now, in finance, meron tayong standard na sinasabing 4% rule. Now, ano ba meaning ng 4% rule? Meaning ng 4% rule, if magre-retire ka, let's say in 30 years, may luxury ka to withdraw 4% of your retirement account at hindi mauubos yung laman yan hanggang mamatay. Okay, so yan yung baseline number natin, 4%. So magkano ba yung kailangan ko para maging comfortable ang akin retirement? So if 50k yung gusto mo, ang kailangan mo per year is 600,000 pesos. So meaning 4% niyan is 15 million pesos. Ganun lang kadali yung math niyan. Sam, ayoko ng 50k. Masyadong maliit yan para sa akin pag nag-retire ako. Gusto ko 6 digits yung passive income ko bago mag-retire ako. E di doblehin mo. So kailangan mo ng 30 million pesos kung gusto mo ng 6 digits na passive. Now baka isipin mo, hala Sam, paano ako mag-iipon ng ganun kalaking pera? Pero again, kung babalikan natin yung SSS pension numbers, tignan natin Kung 30 years ka nagpa-maximum, check this out. Andito ulit tayo sa beloved compound interest calculator. Kapag ang initial investment natin ay 0 peso, tapos 30 years, assuming na 20 years old ka pa lang, tapos gusto mo mag-retire by 50 years old, ang kailangan mo invest per month is 8,000 pesos. And by the time na mag-retire ka at 50 years old, meron ka ng almost 16 million pesos. This is assuming yung historical average ng S&P 500 na 10%. Pero again, this still doesn't include yung volatility, taxes and fees, etc. Pero just to get a baseline and an estimate, ito na yon. And still, di ba, 16 mil naman yung estimate nito. So, with taxes and fees, baka mga 15M na din yun. So, kung mag-withdraw ka ng 4% per month dyan, ang makukuha mo is roughly around 50k. Pwede ka nang mabuhay dyan. Pero look at this this is the beauty of investing very, very early. So assuming na nagsimula ka mag-invest nung 20 years old ka, tapos by the time na 50 years old ka, dun ka na nag-retire, total na in-invest mo is 2.8 million. Pero ang total na meron ka na is 15.7 million. Pero let's say, bawasan natin ng 5 years 5 years lang ibabawas natin. Nag-start ka mag-invest 25 kasi nag-splurge ka nung nasa 20s ka Bawasan natin ng 5 years Tignan mo yung difference Nabawasan ka, oh my gosh. Nabawasan ka ng almost 6 million pesos just because nag-splurge ka nung 20 to 25 ka. That is the beauty of compound interest. The longer you stay in the market, the more you gain literally. Now what if let's say, okay, medyo patient ka, gusto mo mag-retire 60 years old, why not? Medyo malakas ka pa naman nun eh. Tingnan mo yung difference Again, kung nag-retire ka ng 50 years old, ang nakuha mo lang is 16 million, pero kung nag-retire ka ng 60 years old, ang nakuha mo is 42 million. That's 4 times more for just 10 years additional. That is the beauty of compound interest. And this is assuming na 8,000 pesos per month lang yung kaya mong invest. And I'm sure na tataas at tataas yung sweldo mo the longer you stay in corporate. And kaya mo pang taasan yan. Now, just for the fun if 42 million pesos, 42.5 million pesos yung retirement fund mo, magkano kaya yung monthly natin dyan? Brother man, look at that. 1.6 million pesos. So, divided by natin 12 yan. Ang makukuha mo per month is 141,000 pesos. Payag ka nun, hindi ka na nagtatrabaho pero mas malaki pa din yung kinikita mo per month kesa sa mga nagtatrabaho. Now, if you want to invest in the S&P 500, you guys can check out the link in my description. Andun yung referral link ko for GoTrade and may free $2 ka kapag nag-invest ka dun. Pwede mo i-click na lang yung link or panoorin mo yung ibang videos ko on how to invest in the S&P 500. Now, as of recent, merong bagong strategy called the Dynamic Spending Strategy. Now, since, again, itong number kasi na to, estimate lang yan, of course, may volatility yung stock market. Sometimes it can go up, sometimes it can go down. And that's totally okay. That is where the dynamic spending strategy comes in. Meaning, pag mag-perform yung stock market, meaning mas mataas yung pwede mo invest, not just 4%. Now, if mag-underperform naman yung stock market, meaning lower than 4% yung i-withdraw mo. Basically, ganun lang siya. You guys can read more on this. Kasi wala namang firm set of numbers kung magkano dapat yung kailangan mo i-withdraw. Pero it just means na according to the stock market, yung i-withdraw mo dun sa retirement fund mo. Para at the end, equal pa din yung makukuha mo regardless of how the stock market performs. Now again, yung pinakita ko ngayon, it's not a firm set of rules. You guys can choose not to do this. You guys can choose not to do this. Pero again, nothing bad in learning new things when it comes to financing. And lalong walang masama kung you follow the principles that are already established. Kasi ganun lang naman talaga yun eh. But for me, and I wish for you as well, is hindi tayo maging burden sa future generations, sa future children natin, na kailangan natin humingi ng pera para makakain, makabayad ng bills natin, at kung ma-hospital or magkasakit man tayo kasi matanda na tayo. Now, comment down below kung kailan mo babalak mag-retire, kung ilang taon ka, at kung magkano ba yung gusto mo kapag nag-retire ka. Check out my playlist for more investing videos and subscribe para hindi ka mamatay na brokey.